Shakur Stevenson managed to beat Edwin de los Santos in lackluster fashion, and pros reacted to Shakur's poor performance against Edwin. Before the fight, Shakur was sure that he would win in excellent fashion, and he promised the fans a dominating performance. Shakur stated, "Edwin de los Santos is someone who's been calling my name. He's been pulling a me on me. I respect it, but now I have to answer the phone call. He called me out and went to my city and made a video. He kind of said my name in it, and he was calling me out. I don't take it personally. I'm just ready to beat him up for it. I'm going in there to be myself. I'm not worried about anything else. All that matters is I please myself. At the end of the night, I want to look at myself in the mirror and say, okay, that was a great performance. I can't control what others do and the higher powers. I can only control myself. I'm showing up on fight night 100% ready." Meanwhile, Edwin de los Santos had big plans on his own end going into the fight. Edwin stated, "We all know that he's very talented. We have to recognize that. But we also have to recognize that he hasn't fought the caliber of boxer I am. On November 16th, I'll walk away with the upset. I consider myself more of a boxer than a puncher, but my power is natural. I try to focus on my boxing in each round. I focus on my job, but where the power comes in, which I said is natural, is when the fight ends. I have faced tough fights and opponents similar to him that didn't cause problems, but with him, you can say he's fought guys who were similar to me. The thing is, people he has fought have given in to his style, and I won't give in to his style." Shakur had a star-studded cast in his locker room before the fight, and he had the support of many people as he prepared for what was supposed to be an amazing showcase.
He said the center of my nose right here. I hit you with your chin.
In the end, many fans and pros were disappointed with Shakur's performance, even though he came away with the win. Devin Haney was so unimpressed that he thought he should have offered Shakur an even smaller fee in his fight offer. Devin first posted, "Should have offered this bum 10%, I was being too generous." Then he followed it up by saying, "Stop that scared narrative. Nobody was ever scared of that bum. He wanted clout, that's all they used my name for." Ryan Garcia was so unamused by the fight that he couldn't keep his eyes open. Ryan posted, "Imagine going to this fight for Formula One weekend. I would ask for my money back and go straight to bed. That's how sleepy I'd be from being there. Tell me who wins. I can't keep my eyes open. Good night." Claressa Shields thinks fans are wishy-washy and picky about having to have an absolute knockout showcase in every fight. Claressa stated, "Every night is not going to be a superhuman night. Boxing fans are so wishy-washy, it's sickening." Tim Bradley thought that Shakur's lackluster performance was due to an injury, and he stated, "I can tell you this guy, De Los Santos, had punching power all the way through the fight. And I've fought guys that had that thud all the way through the fight, and you're cautious. You don't want to throw power punches because when you throw power punches, you leave yourself exposed most of the time. You throw a power punch and you miss, and now you're exposed for a big shot or a big counter." Shakur knew that. This guy, De Los Santos, had quick reactions, and he could punch with either hand. He felt that, so he was extremely cautious throughout the fight. Plus, he said he didn't feel well. I don't know what was going on with him emotionally. I don't know what was going on with how he was feeling. Rolly Romero talked about mental pressure, and he chose to use Lomachenko as the perfect example. Rolly stated, "Mental pressure, a term used when a top-ranked fighter is doing absolutely nothing but standing there, but they gotta convince the public they're winning the fight X. Loma is applying mental pressure to Lopez." Floyd Mayweather still has confidence in Shakur's skills, and he thinks that Shakur is still the future of the sport. Floyd stated, "Shakur Stevenson demonstrated why he is the future of boxing against De Los Santos. This kid has what it takes to be more than just a world champion. Shakur has the makings of a boxing superstar." Shakur knows that he had a bad performance, and he apologized to 3 of his favorite fighters. Shakur stated, "I appreciate Floyd Mayweather. I apologize to him. I apologize to Andre Ward. And I apologize to Terrence Crawford. They're all my idols and they came out to see a great performance, but I put on a bad one. Don't congratulate me on a bad performance. It just wasn't me, man. I had a lot going on. I ain't gonna make no excuses. It was a good fight, just a bad performance and not my standards." Andre Ward responded to Shakur's performance and he stated, "I think that he has to go back and reassess what changes he needs to make. He looked a bit flat tonight. He'll determine what that reason is. He does need rest. He's never not in the gym. He's an elite fighter, and for elite fighters who are used to dominating, when you don't have a dominating performance, it can almost feel like a loss. That's what he's working through right now. But it's also good for him. It's sobering. It just reminds you that the game don't always love you back." Terrence Crawford was interviewed after the fight, and while he didn't have much to say, he was still happy with Shakur's win in the end. Terrence stated, "Man, we got the victory. That's all that matters at the end of the day. You know, all of them aren't going to look spectacular or like we want them to, but as long as we get the win, come back and look good in the next one." Edwin de los Santos wasn't too happy with the fight though, and he stated, "We all know what happened. He came for a track meet. He didn't come to fight. I showed that I'm on a higher level because he never stood and fought like he does with other fighters. I did my job. He came to survive. That's what he did. They gifted him the title, but I'm the people's champion." Edwin doesn't think that Shakur would ever give him a rematch, but he knows that great things are waiting for him elsewhere.
Look, he would never give me a rematch in the ring because it would have to be a track meet where he would give me a rematch, and that's why he's earned the nickname that I've given him, Shakira Twitterson, because he's not a fighter. ¿Qué sigue para ti entonces? Where do you go from here?
Bueno, para mí sigue lo mejor, tengo el mejor promotor y sé que vendrán más oportunidades. Sigo en espera a todo el que venga.
Well, I know that greater opportunities are coming for me. I've got the best promoter in the world, and I just have to wait to see what's next for me.
Fans would not stop booing Shakur on his performance, and it was an overwhelmingly negative reaction. Shakur wasn't worried about the fans booing him, as he mentioned that all the greats got booed at some point in their career.
Well, how did you feel when you could hear the booing from the crowd?
When I hear booing, I don't care. I seen the greats get booed. I seen Andre Ward get booed. I seen Floyd get booed. I seen Terrence Crawford. Go watch his early fights in his career when he was outboxing people and they wanted him to stand there and trade. I seen him get booed. So I don't care. I mean, at the end of the day, some nights you're gonna have these nights, and then some nights they're gonna love you. So the nights that they love me, I can't wait for them.
Shakur spoke about his own performance, and he said what a lot of fans had been upset about. Shakur stated, "I had a bad performance tonight. That's all I'm really focused on. I wasn't feeling too good, so I'll live with it. It's okay. I came here and got the victory, and that's all I wanted to do. I just didn't feel good. I didn't feel good before the fight. Honestly, I'd already told myself that if I feel like this in the ring and if it's not going well, I'm going to make sure that I box and get the victory." If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and check out some of our other videos on the screen right now.